everyone. I'm Ashley, your host. Welcome back to the Sip Session. Today's guest is Con the Artist, a Toronto based producer, songwriter, film composer, and multi talented performer who's lived in a lot of creative worlds. Touring as a band frontman, scoring award winning films, producing other artists, and now creating music under his own name. You may know him from his recent singles like Hand Me Down, his collab Ordinary with Kaya Gamble, and his latest single, Only You. This week's episode comes to you in audio only format. A little tech hiccup and chaos along the way, but here we are. And I'm so excited for you to hear this conversation. Welcome to the Sip Session, Con the Artist.
Thank you for having me.
Thank
Appreciate
you
it.
so much for coming on.
And thank you for the coffee.
Okay, you just came home from South Africa for a couple months. How was that?
It was lovely being home.
Yeah.
I went there for family's weddings. So I had two cousins that got married.
Yeah.
They were basically getting married about a week and a half apart from each other. They were very smart, decided to put their weddings close together so that family from Canada, London, and Mauritius could all come and visit at the same time because it's a long trip to go all the way there.
It is, yeah.
And then we landed up staying for my mom's 60th birthday in February.
Nice.
So it was just like a month of going back home, and I hadn't been there since 2017. So it was really nice.
Pre-COVID time.
Yeah. So it's been a long time.
Pre-COVID time is like the new prehistoric
Exactly.
thing, I feel.
DC, AD kind of thing. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's fun because that's like a whole bunch of family events.
Yeah.
Did it feel good being home?
Absolutely it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I think South Africa's got a lot of rich culture and just vibrant life there. But it's
Yeah.
one of those things where it's hard to have seasonal depression that a lot of people might have. You know what I mean?
Here not so hard because
Yeah,
the days are short, but maybe there, yes, it's
Yeah.
luscious and it's warmer, isn't it?
It's
Like,
warm.
You guys don't get a
Yeah, like we have winter, but it's also like it's not winter as
how cold
Canada.
does it get?
Someone's gonna fact check me and tell me I'm wrong. I don't remember it
It won't be here.
being. I don't remember it being colder than 10
Celsius or Fahrenheit?
Celsius.
Celsius.
Yeah.
Is it Celsius over there?
Yes.
Yeah,
Celsius everywhere.
it's just America that's different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like America, even when you go there, it's still Celsius for
Yeah.
you.
For
you know?
me.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
yeah.
so 10 degrees. I mean, that's like today. Okay, so yeah, that is great.
Yeah. No, it was
Okay.
beautiful. Yeah.
And you felt like a reset? Like, did you feel like it was a good way to start? Because you ended your year, right? You were there for the holidays and then.
Yeah. Well, so actually, I went to London, UK.
Really?
Something that we actually didn't talk about the first time.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about it now.
So my entire dad's side of the family lives in the UK,
Oh, cool.
and my entire mom's side of the family lives in South Africa.
Okay.
So what we did, because it's such a big trip and the UK's on the way, and if
Mhm.
you're going, you might as well go everywhere. We went to London, and we spent Christmas there.
Oh,
Which was awesome.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Spent it with the family there. Went
Yeah.
to Hyde Park, did the whole Christmas Winter Wonderland experience, which is always a fun time.
Yes.
And also, I love London, so it was so nice to go back to the old. I used to live there too, so it was like an old stomping ground. Go
Yeah.
back to a lot of the favorite pubs and restaurants and everything.
Yeah.
Then on Christmas Day, but Christmas Day night, we flew to South Africa because our family usually does Christmas Eve as like the celebration.
Yeah.
So Christmas Day we flew to South Africa, and then was basically there from the 26th to the 2nd of Feb, which is a long
Yeah.
time. And 26 because it's overnight flight,
Yeah.
just in case
Yeah,
you're
oh,
like,
yeah.
you're like, what's
Yeah,
up?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long flight.
Yeah,
It's a long
it
flight.
is.
Lovely.
Yeah.
That's nice. And so you then, before you came back
Yes.
here, you took your dad and your mom to
Yes.
Dubai.
Yeah. So basically, it was a 4-hour layover originally, where because for some reason Dubai was the only layover that we could have as an option.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's a cool layover.
It's cool there.
Yeah.
And I know families done it a lot where they say they lay over there and stuff like that. But I'd been there before and loved it. So instead of a 4-hour layover, why don't we have a 4-day
4
layover?
days.
So we got to see Dubai. I took them to like old Dubai. And when I say like took them, like obviously we went there as a family, but it's more like me wanting to be like, look at this,
Yeah,
look
because
at
you've
this.
been there before.
Because I've been there
Yeah.
before. And then we went to Abu Dhabi to Ferrari World because my dad is a huge Ferrari fan and a huge Formula One fan in
Which
general.
is great.
Yeah.
I'm also a Ferrari fan.
Yes. And
Yep.
you saying earlier your dad is also huge and
Yeah,
stuff.
he's a huge
Yeah.
Ferrari fan.
It's
Like
always the dads.
it's always the dads.
Yeah,
They
it's
get
always
you
the
into it. I remember Sundays growing up. and
Yeah.
Hear the
Every Sunday, yeah.
Every Sunday.
Yes. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's probably like a once in a lifetime experience for your dad.
That was great because we went to Yas Marina as well, which is the
Mm.
last track that they do on the Formula One circuit,
Yeah.
like the stops. And it just so happened that even without this being planned, or scheduled anything. There was just they were practicing, and they're like
Yeah.
doing some laps and everything. So
Amazing.
we're standing there visiting, and then they just start. And so we were able to stand there and watch as there were like a bunch of different styles of cars too. So it wasn't just Formula One. He will probably be like, no, it wasn't Formula One. It was blah 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 blah.
Like it was
But
fast
it
cars
was just
on the
fast
F1
cars,
track, so it was close.
and it was awesome. And
Yeah.
he'd probably hate me saying this, but he doesn't get emotional about
Mhm.
a lot. He's an emotional guy, but he doesn't show it a lot.
Mhm.
But with the cars there, he does a little tear. I saw it, Dad. I
Precious.
saw it.
You saw
Yeah.
it, but
Yeah.
also don't be ashamed of it. It's a
That's
once in
good.
a lifetime
Yeah.
experience. You got to experience it with
It was
your
awesome.
mom and you.
Yeah.
Like
It was
beautiful.
amazing.
Are you
Yeah.
are you an only child?
I'm an only child.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
even more special.
Yeah. I got a lot of cousins though, so I felt
So
like
it
I
feels
grew up.
like a close
Yeah.
family.
I
Yeah.
don't have that only child
Syndrome.
syndrome that people, or maybe I do, and I'm just lying to myself about it.
Sounds like something an only child would say.
Mm.
That's great.
Yeah.
That is so great. Yeah, hopefully this year's our year for Ferrari. I'm with your
Yeah.
dad. It's starting. New season starting. So
He seems to believe that they're on the up and that they'll never go away. So
they say that the car is super fast this year.
Yeah.
So we'll see how the drivers drive.
nice. Yeah. He does dabble in supporting Mercedes and Red. Like he brings those two
Mm.
up as well.
Well, with Drive to Survive that's happened for the past few years, I feel like more people have gotten into it. One,
Yeah.
but also it's just like now you kind of look at the other teams. And
Yeah.
my husband's a Verstappen fan, and
Nice.
I'm not.
Fair enough.
I'm like-
Yeah. It is really taken off the last few years because I feel like it
Yes.
was a niche. Like it was
It
just my
was.
dad
It
before.
was like just my family
Yeah.
watched it. Like not my family, but like nobody watched F1.
Yeah.
And then
My
Drive to
friends are talking about it too
Yeah.
and stuff. And I'm like, what?
Drive to Survive
Yeah.
came out,
Yeah.
and people watched it and were like, "This is a really cool
Okay.
sport." And I was like,
I haven't seen it yet.
I know.
No. I did see the F1 movie. I like that.
Okay, I
Yeah.
haven't seen that, but apparently
good.
it's so good.
Great. Yeah.
Soundtrack's great.
Yes. Everything.
Um,
And Brad Pitt.
yep,
Come on. Oh,
obviously.
yeah.
Can't not love that. You should tell your dad to come visit you, and you guys can go to Montreal race.
I am looking for reasons to get them to come
I
to
know.
Ontario more. So if we can come here and do a little drive there,
It's
I'm not
it's a
opposed.
really cool time. I have never experienced it. My dad's been, my husband's been for a
Okay.
bachelor party. They went to qualifying, that's a cool thing to
That's a
do
cool
for a
bachelor
bachelor party.
Yeah.
But it is, I mean, you just were at a track, so like the experience itself, like
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's so
Yeah.
cool. The cars are so fast,
Yeah.
and it's another like everyone. I think if you're a fan of F1,
Yeah.
should experience a race once in a
100%.
lifetime. I want
Yeah.
to go once in my lifetime, wherever that may be. But like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
Montreal's cool.
I don't know the sport well, but I just respect how to make something as efficient as possible. Like when I found out that there was that, when I was a kid, it was just racing.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you're just like, it's cars. Yeah.
But when you find out that they're actually actively trying to not cut corners, but like how can they make their game better?
It's all
It's
science.
fascinating.
And
yeah.
they like train, like you're like, what does a race car drive? They train.
Yeah.
Like if you have watched Drive to Survive, like you really do have a new appreciation
Yeah.
for it, because it is skill.
Yeah.
For sure.
My dad's gonna love this entire segment.
I know,
Yeah,
see?
yeah.
This is for your dad.
This is for you. It's for you, Dad.
Okay, so whirlwind couple of months.
Yes.
Then you came back here and it was freezing.
Yes.
It was
Yeah.
the polar vortex.
Yeah.
And very snowy. So it's such a beautiful day today. This
Yeah.
is, we're coming out of the winter.
Yeah.
So you came back here. I want to kind of go back to the beginning. I want to talk about how music first entered your life. Like, was it something you always enjoyed and then all of a sudden you were doing it for work? Or was it something, there was this one pivotal moment in your life that was like, I'm pursuing music. I'm doing this
Yeah.
today. It's starting now.
Well, I think a few people have heard me say this before, but literally the day after I watched the movie School of Rock with Jack Black, went for drumming lessons because I was like, that drummer is so cool. I want to be like that.
I mean, drummers
Of
are cool.
course.
For sure.
And then so music was always kind of there in my life. I was always playing at home, playing in bands. I started to learn guitar at 15 and then dabbled with piano at 18 and then formed a band in high school and no one else wanted to sing. And so it was just kind of like, well, I guess I have to be the singer.
It has to be me then.
So that's how that kind of started. But I think there was a point where, obviously myself and my band that I was in at the time, we moved to London, UK for music and everything like that. But there was a point where in London, I came back home for a Christmas holiday.
Yeah.
And landed up staying a bit longer in the Christmas holiday. So I told my bar job while I was there, I was like, hey, I'm going to be another 2 weeks because I'm with family in Canada. And they're like, if you don't come back, you're not going to have a job. And I was like, okay, well, family trumps bar job.
Yeah, sorry, it's not really career.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry.
No, yeah. Well, I mean, like
For some people, it is a career and it's a great career, but for you in that moment,
in
it
that
was not a
moment,
career.
yeah, it was just the, I was just like I wasn't even like the guy. I was just a guy there. You know what I mean?
You weren't the
I
guy.
wasn't the guy. You
You
know?
weren't the guy that they're like, Con,
No.
hey Con, you know my order.
Exactly.
Wasn't you?
I was the mimosa brunch guy.
Hey,
that's what it
he's a
was.
great guy though.
It's a pretty good guy.
Mimosa
Yeah.
brunch guy, great guy.
But it's not the guy.
No.
You know what I mean?
Sorry.
But when I lost that job, when I returned back to London, I was kind of like, well, what am I going to do for work? I'm going to look for another bar job.
Mhm.
And then we had this studio space that we had been renting, and no one was using it during the days because we rehearsed at night. So I was like, why didn't I do what I do for the band for other people and start producing other people? And so I started a little website, invited people over, and then that's when I officially became a producer. Like I'd produced records before for other artists who had asked for me, but it was kind of like, oh well, that was cool, that was fun, you know what I mean? And then that's the pivotal point where I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna pay rent with this. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Amazing. And then, okay, let's talk about Soul Push because that was your band. And if you don't know Soul Push, you should check them out because when I was doing my research, I, dabbled in Soul Push and it's really good. His songs, the
Thank
band
you.
songs are so good. You were the frontman for it.
Yes.
So tell us about that chapter in your life.
So that one was a group started with 4 friends, me being one of them, 3 other friends, Tim, Dallin, and Andrew, and we all went to high school together.
Lovely.
And I think we started the band because I was at that point in my life where I had been doing music with my cousin Matt before then, and he moved back to South Africa from Canada. He left.
He went back?
Yeah, I think they moved there before us. We moved there, and then they got sick of us, and then they moved back.
Perfect.
Kind of thing.
They were like, "Oh, you're here? No."
But he was a really good musician, and we always we grew up in high school together. We did everything together, especially music wise. And when he left, I was kind of like there was a void of like I need someone else to kind of like share my demos with and play with because like I'm really missing that. And so I reached out to some friends from high school. We weren't in high school anymore at this point, and we just started jamming, and that kind of led to us playing shows, and then it kind of got its own legs, and then eventually we were leaving school and moving countries for music, and yeah, it was the greatest few years together for sure. Yeah,
and you guys signed with a label too.
Yeah, we did with a label in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like, and that was your first label signing?
That was first label
So
signing.
how was that feeling? Like for all of you guys?
That was really cool when it happened for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. And that was right before COVID too.
Oh,
I know. So like literally, I think it was January 2020 and then March 2020.
oh my gosh.
So it was kind of like legs were clipped before anything, or
Oh,
wings were clipped before anything got to happen, really.
yeah.
And
That's
then
a
with
shame.
COVID, that's the reason that we
Disbanded.
because it wasn't because we weren't like
There
friends
was
anymore.
no dramatic fight.
No, like yesterday I was on the phone with Tim. The week before that, Andrew. Dallin's been MIA since he's got his new girlfriend that he's fallen in love with.
Relationship.
Just kidding. We play phone tag all the time. Yeah.
It's harder to get in touch, but
Yeah. And basically, it's one of those things where it's just like we couldn't play live shows, and so when everyone else started doing work where they're able to get money and have like other careers and other interests, they're like, oh, we're gonna keep doing this. And for me, it was more like I can't give up music. Andrew does music still as well.
Oh, cool.
But he's like in the producing and like mixing space.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, I mean, doors aren't closed. In the future, you guys could definitely collaborate, maybe.
We definitely, every now and then, we have this thing called Godbold Nights, where Godbold is the street that we lived on in London. And when we come together, we act like hooligans again, like we did when we lived on Godbold Street.
Buds.
Exactly.
Aw,
And when I say hooligans,
sweet.
I just mean
Buzz. You're friends.
Exactly.
And honestly, that's sweet because I feel like a lot of people sometimes like when you move on and like they're across the country. Like Vancouver is, on the other side of the country.
Yeah.
When people move away from each other, like usually it's like, oh, that's it. So it's kind of really sweet that you guys keep in touch and have that like.
For sure. They're the closest thing I've ever had to brothers besides my cousins. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like, of course.
Lovely.
Yeah.
That's lovely. So, okay. So you disbanded.
Yeah.
So then what drew you to like, instead of continue producing music on your own or like establishing as an artist on your own, what drew you to come to Toronto instead?
So Toronto, I met with basically I released a song my first song. It's
Mhm.
called All My Friends.
Mhm.
I released that in 2023, I want to say.
3 years.
Yeah.
Like, what year are we?
Yeah.
2026.
What
Yeah.
year are we at? And I was in Toronto at the time because I was part of this thing called the CFC, and I was literally here, which is the Canadian Film Center.
Mhm.
I was here for maybe a month,
Mhm.
and I released the song in February
Mhm.
or January, can't remember. And I basically get an email from this guy named Chad who's like, "Love the song. Do you want to come into Wax and have a chat?" And I look up where Wax is. They're in Toronto, and I'm
Mhm.
like, "I'm in Toronto now. This is crazy."
I'm going to move here
Yeah, I
now.
was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, what are the chances?"
Yeah.
Met with them. They're all super sweet. That's the label that I'm with now.
Yes.
And then so it was one of those things where I'd met them in March
Yeah.
of 2023. And then by November, I had come to play a showcase here where I was the only artist playing, but it was to
Cool.
showcase like the new signing to Wax and everything.
Nice.
And then I had a really good conversation with Chad about the infrastructure here and like
Mhm.
the support, and also like it is me also being privy to it that it's, there's a lot going on in
Mhm.
Toronto now, music wise.
Yeah.
So it was just the next step to get out of Vancouver, which really wasn't Vancouver. It was more Fort Langley, which is a small little
Right. Yeah.
suburb.
Sorry, I should say British
Even though it's
BC.
close, like Vancouver, it's like that's the closest city. You know
That's
what I
like
mean?
saying here, Toronto, right? Like,
Exactly.
because
Yeah.
everybody, yeah. Side
Yeah.
note, I remember like growing up, people asking like my parents where we're from, and they would never say where we actually were from. They would
Yeah.
say Toronto. We weren't from Toronto, but like
Yeah.
nobody would know where we were from. So
Exactly.
it's like it's like the pinpoint. But in between that, you also started scoring films.
Yes.
So how did that happen?
So that one basically on the flight home from Europe, coming back to move to Vancouver.
Yeah.
Vancouver.
BC.
General Vancouver. A director reached out to me saying he loved the band's music. Could I do music for his feature film?
Okay.
And I'd never done a feature film before, but I was
Yeah.
like, yes,
Mhm.
like that. I'll figure it out. That sounds awesome. I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
So I remember turning to my friend Andrew on the plane. I was like, I'm doing this thing. Do you want to do it with me?
Mhm.
Andrew, who was the bassist in Soul Push. He's more than that, but he just played
Yeah.
bass. And then we did the film.
Mhm.
The story was amazing, and the film landed up winning a bunch of awards, as well as
Yeah.
the composing and the music won awards too. And it wasn't about the awards; it was just more like when that happened, I was kind of like, oh, so like this is the thing. Like
Yeah. The
I
reassurance of like, I
could
can do this. Yeah.
100%,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So since then, I've just started doing more films, working a lot of the times with the producers from that film who have been getting me other gigs, and
Mhm.
when they've directed documentaries, got me to do that.
Mhm.
And so it's just kind of just been like take its own legs as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's still running in the background. You're still doing,
Yes, I'm still doing
which
it.
is crazy.
Call the artist is the main thing.
Yes.
I don't want. Yeah. There's no. I just.
There's layers to you. You're like,
Yeah. I mean, you got to pay rent.
yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean? You got to
right.
pay rent,
Yes,
and so
you
like,
do.
yeah,
There's layers.
yeah.
I heard you said yes to scoring the film before you knew exactly how to do that.
Yes,
That
I have
true?
a bad habit of saying yes to things that I think are really cool before knowing how to do it.
I mean, it worked out.
It worked out for
It
me,
worked out for you. So,
100%.
I don't know if I recommend doing that for everybody,
I
but
do. I do. Because another story
yes.
is in the same kind of space, there was this program in Greece
Mhm.
called the Screen Composer Academy where you could apply
Yeah.
to write music for an orchestra in Greece.
Mhm.
And I applied and somehow got in, and they said, "Can you read and write music?" And I said, "Yes."
And could you?
No.
No. It's hard.
It's so difficult.
Music composition is very difficult.
Very difficult. And because it's like another language, like we were
Yes,
saying
say
before,
before.
like
Yeah.
so then basically I had until so the program started in July,
Yeah.
and I got accepted in March.
Yeah.
And so I had like 3 months really. I sat down with this Adler textbook, everything you need to know about,
Mhm.
reading and writing music. Real connoisseurs out there be like, there's more that you need to know, blah blah blah.
I'm sure there is. It's a never-ending thing.
But on the basic level,
Yes.
put my head down, and then that summer recorded for.
Now, is that okay? Because when you record for yourself,
Yeah.
it's different. You don't have to score it. You don't have to necessarily like show like this is my notes. Do
Yeah.
you?
Well, Yeah, like I don't unless I'm getting like string players on a song.
Right, then you
Then
do,
yeah.
but I
But
guess
also
for
the
your
string plays are
band,
so good that sometimes that they
sometimes
just
they can just hear
yeah,
it
they
by
just hear it.
ear,
Yeah.
right?
It's song to song basis.
Song
Yeah.
but in this sense, they were
Yeah.
like, "I need the score."
Yes. Yes.
So that is crazy, it's a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure, but I feel like with a good friend said, with necessity comes innovation.
Yes.
And I needed to innovate and figure out how. Also, if you really care about something,
Oh, yeah,
you're
you'll
going to
put
retain the information. Yeah.
110% into it, and you'll research it,
Yeah.
you'll do it, like, I feel like we live in an age where, like, you can do that. If
A
you wanna
hundred
do
percent.
something, especially now, like, you can.
And it's also interests. Like if
Yes.
you tell me something about like how to fix the engine of a car, I'd be like, that's really cool, but I might ask you again in a week. If you tell me something about music, I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm never forgetting that.
That's
You know what
right,
I mean?
because it's interest-based.
Yeah.
100%. So how different is writing for a film versus writing for a song?
I feel like it's easier writing for a film because
Interesting.
you are serving something else that already exists. There's already like a
Story.
mood, a story. Uh, you're part of a team, so you kind of put ego or self indulgence aside. Where
Mhm.
it's like when it comes to writing music, like for Con the Artist, it's personal stories, and so
Yeah.
I'm very nitpicky with everything, and I overthink it, and like it's what I'm saying to the world. So I think about it. But with a film, like you're just there to serve the project. Of course, you still put yourself into it.
Yeah.
That's why you are the composer. But um, it's yeah, you're part of a team. So it's easier when you're part of a team because you can let go of um, what you're trying to say. You're
Yeah,
trying to do what the film wants to say or
exactly.
needs to say.
And this film the first film you scored for, it won. It won
Yeah,
an award,
it's
for
a great
original
film.
soundtrack.
Yeah, Portraits
Beautiful.
from a Fire.
Yes,
If
and
anyone,
it's beautiful, beautiful songs that are in it.
thank you.
When you handed over the song for the first, I don't know if you go back and forth or not.
Yeah.
How was that feeling? Like, were you nervous?
Yeah, I think we're definitely like psyching ourselves up. I think every time you kind of psych yourself up a little bit.
Yeah,
Um, but I think if there's enough conversations beforehand,
yeah.
you're already on a similar page.
Mm,
So the last few films I've done, it isn't that scary. Not because you hand it in, you're like, I know what I'm doing. That's it.
yeah.
You talk so much that you and the director, you know what you're going for. So when
Mhm.
you do hand things in, obviously there's always going to be revisions and notes and
Mm,
stuff like that. But you are more confident and be like, this is what we talked about. We're both feeling good about this. There's been little sound bites before, so here it
yeah,
is, a picture. You know what
yeah.
I mean? Yeah.
Do you feel that you live in two different creative worlds?
Um, no, less so than I used to,
Okay.
because I used to do a lot of different creative things where it
Yeah.
would hinder the other stuff. The way I see it more now is it's always music. Because I used to do music video directing as well.
Okay.
And I'll still do a little bit of that, but it's not something that like I had a production company in Vancouver, but I'm not
Yes. Yeah.
pursuing that actively in Toronto because I'm focusing on the music.
Focusing on the music for you. Yeah.
And the scoring, I love it so much, but I know that it's something that I can do when I'm 50, when
Mhm.
I'm 60. I'm only going to get better the more I learn about
Mhm.
music. So I'm not rushing film scoring. It's more like
It's running in the background. It's there.
it's supporting Con the
Supporting.
Artist,
Yeah, it's
because
supporting you. Yes,
Con
because
the Artist is
you gotta
the
eat. You gotta live.
and I ain't gonna be young forever.
Yeah.
So gotta do what I can. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
No, for sure. You went from a transition period.
Yes.
So you went from moving to BC, film scoring,
Yes.
and then moved to Toronto because you met your manager, Chad, and he
Yeah.
was like, hey, come check out our label. This is something
Yeah.
for you. And you were like, yes.
And he wasn't my manager at
Not
that
at the
point.
time.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
just super supportive, and it just happened naturally. Like over the years, he became my
Oh,
manager.
which
Yeah.
is great.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
Shout out to Chad.
Shout out to Chad.
He's the best.
Yes. And so was that always the goal from your band that you wanted to go solo, or when did it start becoming like, I want to be Con the artist?
The band, because of like I said earlier, COVID, it kind of dispersed.
Disbanded, yeah.
But the music is either in you or it's not, and the
Mhm.
music is in me. So it's one of those things where like I can't not
Yeah.
do this. So I started Con the Artist when I was still living in BC.
Okay.
Um, Simply because I knew that I wanted to still release music that I never did with the band,
Mhm.
but also I literally thought that Con the Artist was such a smart, clever name
It's clever.
because it's Con Artist, but it's also Con the Artist, and my name is actually Conan.
Yeah.
So I was
It
like,
just works.
how can, like, I was like, this has to be a thing.
Yeah.
And so basically started by just releasing the music that I wrote, but didn't put to Soul Push.
Yeah.
And then kind of up to this point now. Yeah.
Perfect.
And it was never something that I was like, I'm going to become an artist and that's what I'm pursuing.
It grew into it.
Yeah.
It was an
like,
idea and then it like blossomed.
it's a hobby because I had to I had to emotionally do it.
Yes.
But now it's become to a point where like I have to do it because I really want to.
I'm
You know what I
doing
mean?
it. Yeah. And it's great.
But that's what music is. It's something that it comes from.
Yes,
within.
it's a passion. It's a joy. Like
Yeah.
people don't do it just to do it. They do it because they love it.
Yeah.
They do it.
And it's now a privilege that I can do it on just a bigger scale.
Absolutely.
You know? Yeah.
So Hand Me Down, that's the reason that you're here, actually.
Yes.
The whole reason that we've connected was through your single Hand Me Down that came out in December.
Yes.
So I was just on social media and I was scrolling and I found your video and it was of you talking and, introducing yourself as an artist and saying, I will comment back like to all your comments. I will engage with you.
Yeah.
And I, in that moment was like, okay, let's test this theory. And I did. And I commented and it worked because he's here.
There you go.
But that song is so good. It's great.
Thank
I'm
you.
glad the algorithm found me with that. It's a huge hit. Since then, it's exploded. Your growth has exploded. So when did it feel like Hand Me Down became more of a turning point in your career than just like a song that you released?
Mm-hmm. I think obviously pushing on socials is one of those things where getting the good reaction and getting a lot of supportive comments and just DMs and stuff like that. But at the same time, seeing the streams go up, I was like, oh, one correlates with the other.
They work together.
If I can do more socials, and that just means people are more connecting with the song as a result. Not as in like the followers matter or anything, but
but
like
they're connecting with the music and they connect with the artist.
Yeah,
which is huge.
Which is because like music is a very personal thing, and so if there's other people saying that I went through that too, it's like I see you, even though we've never met, and you see me, kind of thing. So that's when I, of course, started pushing a lot more, and just realized that Hand Me Down, even though it was more of like a more simpler singer-songwriter side of me, it was one of those things where like I was like, okay, it feels organic and it feels natural and like healthy. So
it felt different than your other songs that you put out there.
For sure,
yeah, it's great.
Thank you.
I love it.
And also, like I was just pushing it more. So yeah,
it's okay,
for sure.
How did your collaboration "Ordinary" with Kaya Gamble happen? Because that was the second song that you released in the past few months, and it's so good. It's really great. It's about again being authentically yourself. Not just being an ordinary person. And so how did that collaboration happen? Because she's based out of Calgary. We're bouncing around throughout Canada. So how did you guys connect?
So that song was originally written in 2021, I think. The demo started by a fantastic songwriter named Maddie Abella in the UK. And she basically reached out to me on email saying like, I'm a songwriter. Like she's not an artist. Like she's an artist, but she's not a
singer.
Singer-songwriter artist that she puts her stuff out. She reached out. She showed me some demos, and I was like, oh, I really like this demo of the song called "Ordinary" that you have. This is sick. So I took it and like added my verse on it, and then fleshed out the production a bit more, but never finished the song. And I always, just because at the time didn't come out with the band. It might have been the Soul Push song, might have not. And it just kind of sat on the hard drive. And years later, now I'm going through my hard drive, and the song has always stuck with me.
Still there, yeah.
So I sent it to Chad, and I was like, my manager, and I was like, is there something here? Is this like, because I've liked it for so long that I might be like,
right? Are you biased now?
Exactly,
and you just like love this song.
Exactly.
Well, other people resonate too, yeah.
So then Chad puts me in touch with this artist named Kaya Gamble. She was fantastic. She came over to my house with her dad, which is like / studio kind of thing. And we connected there for the first time. Amazing human being. She sounded great on the song.
Such a beautiful voice.
Such a good voice.
So good.
And she has so much more in the pipeline that you're going to love as well.
Oh, I'm so excited.
But basically, then we changed a few lyrics, then fleshed out the rest of the song together because we had just gone up to like the end of chorus 2. So together we just kind of finished it out. So it was just both like both of our voices
Yeah.
and something that she felt invested and good in.
Mhm.
And then that's the history of the song, and I'm
It's
so
great.
glad to have a tune with her because she's
Yeah.
awesome.
And it's done so well, and it's
Yeah,
great. No, I loved that
it's
one.
my first collaboration as Colin the Artist too, so it was really nice.
Yes,
Yeah,
and you helped produce that track too.
yeah. So that song was co-produced.
Co-produced
Yeah, yeah,
before.
yeah.
Yeah.
By a guy named Alex Franz.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
He did a great job.
Did you change anything? I mean, I guess it just kind of evolves because when you're re-recording
Yeah,
things and then you have the other singer that you're collaborating with, you
yeah.
kind of tweak things a bit or
For sure. With
yeah.
that one particularly, there was like the flesh out of like to the first chorus that
Mhm.
they had kind of done together. Then when I came on board, I took it from verse like to second verse,
Yeah.
chorus, and added like the bridge, added
Mhm.
some guitars, some more flourishes and everything. But yeah, it definitely came in like a nice bow tie as the good idea before. Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about your recent single, Only You, the story behind it?
So for that one, basically the song stemmed from a afternoon where I was heading off to a session, and I had just gotten a little bit of a argument
Mhm.
slash, like moment with my girlfriend at the time.
Mhm.
And it was one of those things where we left it, like when I left it, like it didn't feel good. Didn't storm out or anything, but it just didn't feel good to go start the day that way.
Yeah.
So I called her, and we kind of just ironed it out, and we were just both saying our sorries and just that we didn't want things to, you know, get messy or whatever.
Sure. Yeah.
And so in the session, I was kind of the songs about that where it's like I realized that even though her and I were arguing and fighting, I was so glad that if I had someone to argue with, it was her.
Yeah.
Where it's like
Just what a
taking
nice yeah.
it's just spinning like something that's negative and being like, arguments are going to happen in relationship.
Yes,
It's
relationships
inevitable,
aren't perfect. Yeah, they
100%.
take work sometimes. Yeah.
But if you're going to be doing it, I'm glad I'm doing it with you, even the messy parts. You know what I
Yes.
mean? And I really love that idea of the song. So that's why I want like the chorus is rather be in trenches with you.
Yeah.
If I break, I'm only breaking
Break
for
with
you,
you.
kind of
Yeah.
thing.
It's
And
it's so powerful. It's
thank
so
you.
good. It's like a blast, like blast it loud, sing it at the top of your lungs song. Like it is.
100%.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but it could apply to anything. It's like it's
Yes.
not just like that was my personal relationship that it came
Yeah.
from, but like you can fight with friends or family members and it's
Yeah.
the same kind of thing.
And that's the beauty about music, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like the artist has a certain story and that's where it stemmed from, but
Yeah.
then it can resonate so differently or equally with fans. And that's like the
100%.
beauty of it, right?
Yeah.
No, it's a great song. Like honestly, you've been releasing hit after hit.
Thank you.
And that's on social media. If you follow Con on social media, like he's been saying he's releasing a song every month, which you have been. And each time it's like, I'm like, okay, yeah, I really like Hand Me Down. Oh, Ordinary is really good. And then you released Only You, and I was like, dude, like this is so good. What?
Thank you. Just wait for the next one.
I can't wait. I'm so excited. But I also noticed that you consistently post and interact with your fans online, which is kind of a new perspective. I'm noticing more artists online are doing that.
Yeah.
But do you like it's great that you do that. And is that something that you feel is important to you?
For
Like that
sure.
connection?
Yeah, no, I think it's for me, it's one of those things where because I've been doing it for a while, you know what I mean? And obviously not pushing too much on social media, but also been in the game for a bit and the slog of it all.
Yeah.
When people start caring, which like a few people are now, it's
Yeah.
not just like, oh, thanks for the follow. It's like, this is a real person behind the screen.
Yeah.
Like, even though it's just social media and it's just on our phones, like someone's taking the time out of the day to not only comment, but then go listen to the song as well.
Yeah.
So I'm appreciative of that, you know what I mean? Because it's a real person. And I remember if I were to comment on like one of my favorite artists, like stuff,
Yeah.
if they would ever respond or even just like it, I'd be over the moon. You know what I mean?
100%. When somebody likes your comment and it's like somebody that's in a different realm, like
Yeah.
level, celebrity, or just even an influencer in a different realm, you're always like, you read my comment.
For sure.
Like
Yeah.
I feel special.
And it's like,
crazy.
that's the thing, because it's like people are taking their time, even if it is a comment.
Yeah.
And also with the social media thing, I think I definitely was resistant to it, like so many artists
Sure.
at first.
Because you want it to be all about your craft.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But a nice perspective shift that I had was like, artists back in the day, the thing that they didn't want to do, the grueling thing, even if it's a fun thing, was just go on the road and play bar after bar after bar after bar and eventually get noticed kind of thing.
Yeah.
We're lucky that we live in an age now where playing the bar and across the country is not draining your bank account. You're sitting on your couch thinking
Yeah.
of content ideas.
You can and you can perform through your phone.
That's the thing.
It's crazy. There's like challenges to it,
Yeah.
like for sure, I think, but
In terms of
discoverability,
Yeah.
but also, even like what content gets put out there
For
and what
sure.
people see and all that stuff. But it is really cool. I mean, the reason why we're sitting here is because I was able to connect with you
Yeah.
via that way, or
Which is
else who
great.
knows, we might not have ever crossed paths.
100%. Yeah.
It's really cool. So
Yeah.
I think it's great. You also have a channel, Con and Friends,
Yes.
and I'm a part of it.
Thank you.
Yes, he releases like unreleased items in there, like your album art.
Yes.
We got to vote on, which was really cool.
What did you vote on?
The one that won.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's good. They were all good, but
Yeah.
I did vote on.
Because I just want to keep people part of the experience and journey as well.
It does.
Yeah.
So I think that that's so great. And if you are a fan of his, you should join the channel because you get kind of a little bit behind the scenes and you get to vote on stuff like cool album art.
Yeah. And then also with the channel, it's like with, everything else on social media, it's very fortunately, but also, hindering, like, it's at a point where I can't respond to every comment or every
we're
DM.
getting there. You've grown so much, 5,000 to 55,000 and growing.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot of followers.
Yeah, which I'm grateful for.
Yes,
but
100%.
I can't respond to everyone like I used to. So the channel is a good way for people to actually be heard and seen because everything that happens in my channel, I know that people that are there actually want to be there and part of the conversation.
And you just did a rapid fire kind of you put out there for people in that group, like, hey, ask me your question. I'll make a video answering it. So that's great too.
Yeah.
It's like another way of not being able to answer maybe everyone, but this way I can answer those questions that you have.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really cool. I know a lot of artists are starting to do that now, but it's nice. It's nice to have that because as you grow and emerge, like it's like people that have been there from the beginning will have had that interaction with you. And it's like, yay, like that's really cool.
It means a lot.
Right? So that's like a little peek into your like music world.
Yeah.
Let's switch gears. We always do quick rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Although some of my questions make you think and I apologize, but that's okay. So go to coffee order.
Black coffee, and if I'm at home, make cafe beans. But I will say this.
Oh, yes.
I don't know where else it is, but I know that every time I'm in LA, there's a coffee called Death Wish.
Okay. Is it based out of LA?
I don't know. I've only seen it sold there.
Okay.
I used to import it on Amazon, like just Amazon but they stopped. Well, I think it's with the tariffs and stuff. I don't know. Something. But they've stopped taking it, bringing it into Canada now. But that is for sure my favorite coffee. So
that's your favorite coffee bean?
Death Wish.
Death Wish.
Yeah.
Probably based out of America somewhere.
Alert.
Is there something in it? Is there like
no shakes at all?
Oh,
I don't know.
No shake.
It's good. That's
okay,
good.
well.
But my cafe is a good second.
But now I can't have it. You've told me something
I'll
that I cannot have.
I'll find it.
Find it.
It'll be like it's like the new moonshine. Yeah.
Go to drink order.
The most common thing is water.
Yes.
Well, I don't drink that often.
Yeah.
But if I do go out with friends and we're having like an experience, I love mezcal and margaritas. I love mezcal.
Delicious.
Yeah.
I love mezcal too.
So
and
good.
Tequila. Those are like my top two.
Especially with orange slices or tacos. Like, it's just so good. Yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah.
That's a great drink. Best fan interaction you've ever had?
This is not really an interaction, but right now, someone is currently making a tote bag for me where they're painting the cover art of Hand Me Down on it. And they have made a few reels of it, and it looks really awesome. Yeah. And so I'm really...
That's an interaction. You might not have met them in person, but they're interacting with you. It's
for sure. Yeah, so like that's one that's coming to mind right now where like I just recently saw it. I was like, that looks really cool.
That is cool. Please show us and tag them. So if it's something they do, your fans can follow them. And craziest or worst interaction, especially since you've been growing as an artist, I'm sure you've got a few people contacting you.
I'll keep it PG.
Yeah.
But I'll say that the last few months, there have been some messages where I'll have to say, let's please just keep it about the music. You know what I'm saying?
Keep it above the belt, please.
Yeah. Like, we're here for music, so let's keep it about that. Yeah.
Yeah. Duly noted. No need to go in further. Dream film to score.
Anything that is sci-fi fantasy. More on the fantasy action side. But I just, I like grew up watching Lord of the Rings. obviously, like so many
Okay.
people. Best
Yes.
trilogy ever.
Yes.
And that kind of style of music, that's just more like an epic scale. Of course, Howard Shore, like he's the GOAT. So like would never be like that, but just anything.
Something you hear it and you automatically are like, that's where this is from.
Exactly. Yeah. And or just something like even something that, anywhere between Lord of the Rings and Mad Max. You know, just like because I love like the high impact action, but I love like the themes. You know, so like that would be a dream one day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love that. Dream artist to collaborate or tour with?
I feel like touring with Omar Apollo would be really fun. Love his music. Seems like a genuinely lovely human being. First album I ever bought was Coldplay, Rush of Blood to the Head. So I mean, if you're gonna be in a room with Chris Martin,
if it's a dream collaboration,
that ain't a bad thing. Yeah.
Dream big.
I'd love to see how the guy I hear he works differently. So I want to see.
Really?
Yeah, he doesn't apparently word in the street is, and someone is going to correct me online.
That's fine.
But he doesn't record vocals in the studio with people. He always records vocals by himself because he's more comfortable that way.
Hey, you know what though? That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I feel like singing for like by yourself versus singing in front of people,
100%.
especially if it's like something you're just starting to write,
yeah,
your body reactions
for sure.
Differently.
So I don't know if that's a rumor or not, but that's something I took with me, and I never record vocals in front of people.
Really?
Only by myself. And then singing live, I'm rehearsed at this point. So I'm like,
right, so it doesn't matter. It's already out.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I really hope that's true then, or else your entire identity is just
then I'm gonna have to start recording with people. Oh my god.
Based off of a lie.
I know.
Favorite place to travel or recharge?
I love Portugal. I go there once every 2 years at least recently. Because I have family living there. I'm Portuguese as well, Portuguese passport.
Yes.
And I love it there because I call it the death of ambition, because you're so content that you don't think about the content.
And that's okay, because we all need a space or time in our lives where that, you just are there to live.
Yes.
Versus,
and it's simple living.
Right.
And it's cheap. And it's beautiful.
It's gorgeous. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard Portugal is definitely a place to travel.
It's a must go.
Yeah, it's on my list. Something fans may not know about you.
I love woodworking. So I used to, during COVID, build my own skateboards. And I would buy the wood, glue it together, compress it, sand it, shape it, then sand it, and then paint it, and then give it to friends for their birthdays.
This is a crazy thing that you do.
I love that because I grew up loving skateboarding,
skating,
Tony Hawk's. Most of my music was from Tony Hawk's.
Yeah.
And then as I got older, it was one of those things where during COVID, I tried skateboarding again.
Yeah.
Couldn't kickflip because it'd been years, and I was like, if I can't do it, then I might as well build it. You know what I mean?
I need to see it. I want to see the photos, because that's like such an incredible creative skill, but like different level.
It's different, yeah.
So like that's just really cool.
But it's nice though, because the reason I like it is because when it's music, it's more using the brain.
Yeah.
And and sitting at the computer most of the time and picking up an instrument. But this is like you're actually on your feet. It's like more like the physical work of it. So it is like that. It gives me a break. Like a whole switch. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
No, really cool. I want to see photos for sure.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Yes. Before we wrap up, anything up and coming for you
that
you can share?
March 27th.
Okay.
EP's coming out.
Yes.
5 tracks on it. Rest of Your Life, which is my favorite song I've done to date, is the final track on there.
Okay.
It's got strings, it's got banjo, it's got mandolin.
Oh my gosh.
I love it. It's like everything that I grew up listening to, but in a very chill kind of. Okay. And it's the longest song that I have as well, because it's called Rest of Your Life. It's about not rushing it and trying things out.
No, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear it, because every song you've released so far has been so good, but also in a realm of its own.
Thank you. Yes.
Right? Like they've been similar. It's your voice, but they've all been a little bit different, which is really cool. So we're
experimenting. We're in that phase of dipping our feet in different things.
I'm very excited for that one to come out then. And then where can people find and listen to your music?
You can go to Con the Artist on Instagram, and once you're there, the link in the bio takes you wherever you want to go.
Yes. So Con the Artist Instagram.
Yeah.
Most important thing. Well, this has been so much fun.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for doing this the second time.
You're welcome.
Thanks so much for joining me for this week's Sip Session with Con the Artist. Even though we're going audio only this time, all the stories, laughs, and insights are still here. Be sure to check out Con's music on all streaming platforms and follow him on Instagram at Con the Artist to stay updated on all his projects. If you enjoyed this conversation, follow the Sip Session on Instagram and YouTube so you don't miss out on any future episodes. Thanks again for sipping with us. We'll see you next time.